Good day, everyone. Thank you for attending today's educational session. My name is Ron Nolasco from International Trade Council. Before we start, let me just do a quick housekeeping. I just want to make sure that everyone can hear my audio. If you can hear the audio, can you please type in yes on the comment on the chat box? All right, thank you, Nicole. All right, I think the audio is good, and you can also see the PowerPoint presentation, right? Thank you. Okay, perfect. So the topic for today's educational session is smart AI adoption strategies for SMBs. AI is disrupting business processes and workflows. The majority of businesses realize that, yet they are slow to adopt AI because of the novelty and complexity of technology. The seminar will help business decision makers get onto the path of digital transformation faster. Our speaker for today is Sasha Oritsky, CEO of Nmodes. Before I hand over the presentation, we have a Q&A after the presentation. You can type in your questions on the chat box or the Q&A tab on the platform. So Sasha, you can start the presentation now.
Thank you, Ron. You guys see my screen? Okay, right? Hello?
Yes, they can see the screen.
Okay, wonderful. Hello again. My name is Sasha Oritsky. I will be hosting the webinar today on AI adoption strategies for businesses. We will be talking about the complicated landscape of artificial intelligence, concentrating primarily on the impact AI has on businesses. We will explore strategies for integrating AI into business workflows. We will focus mainly on mainstream businesses that may not possess advanced high-tech capabilities, businesses that are at the beginning of their digital transformation journey, or maybe only considering the journey. The majority of these businesses fall within the SMB, small to medium-sized business category, and they are facing a distinct set of common challenges. We will try to address them here. Finally, we will talk about some important AI concepts like AI training, the opportunities they open, how they impact business processes, and how they can benefit a business in the long term. It is important to note that the goal today is not to provide specific solutions, but rather to suggest guidelines and templates and to give you some strategic tools that you can then apply in your own business environment. A word about me before I begin. I'm the CEO of Nmodes. Nmodes is an AI platform delivering smart customer service and user engagement for a wide range of industries, as well as a decision-making AI for the financial, insurance, and logistics spaces. I have worked in the AI industry for more than 20 years. During this time, I have worked with a large number of businesses and partners from various verticals and have accumulated an extensive amount of knowledge regarding the needs and pains of businesses related to AI. I'm well versed in which solutions work and which don't, and I'm going to share a bit of that knowledge with you today. So let's begin. As we know, AI is everywhere, and it is becoming more ubiquitous by the day. The impact of artificial intelligence on society is already profound and far-reaching, and it is still growing rapidly. AI technologies are transforming industries by empowering companies to increase their competitiveness, profitability, and innovation. But the widespread use of AI brings many challenges to mainstream businesses. Here is one possible way to summarize the challenges. One, AI is too complicated. The technology is indeed sophisticated and takes time and effort to understand if you're not an expert in the field. Then there are too many AI solutions on the market. New solutions are popping up almost every day, and it is difficult to follow and understand which are important and which to pay attention to. Yet, despite all the above, we all realize that AI is bringing a profound change to businesses, well, to the entire society, in fact. And therefore, there is an understanding that we need to deal with it and adopt it, and there is a desire to do so. but we may not know how, and we may not know where to start. So where do we start? A good starting point is to understand the difference between AI as a technology and AI as a product. AI as a technology refers to the technical capabilities that enable machines to simulate human intelligence, essentially algorithms and models, machine learning models, deep learning models, and other models. AI as a product refers to the working applications and solutions that leverage AI technology. In simple words, AI technology enables AI products. Another way we can describe this is by saying that for businesses, AI as a product is the goal, and AI as a technology is a means to achieving this goal. Some businesses will create entirely new products using AI. Alexa or Siri, virtual assistants, are examples of such new products that would not exist if it weren't for AI. But more often than not, businesses add AI capabilities to an already existing product. For example, medical tools that integrate AI to help diagnose more accurately, or financial tools that use AI to help predict market behavior. We have had medical diagnostic products for many years, but now we're adding AI to these products to improve them. Adding AI to an existing product or creating a new product means having AI technology integrated into that product. The way to integrate AI technology into the product is by designing a product architecture that can efficiently incorporate AI and machine learning models. When we speak about AI, we sometimes refer to AI products and sometimes to AI technologies. And so the difference can be blurred, which can make it slightly confusing. If you notice on this slide, I have a few popular examples of AI products. ChatGPT is one of the most well-known products today. The AI technology that operates this product is called LLM, Large Language Model, and was developed by OpenAI. OpenAI is the company that owns the product ChatGPT and the supporting LLM technology. Amazon Alexa is another extremely popular example. Amazon Alexa is the name of the product. The AI technology that powers it is called Amazon Lex. IBM, not listed here, is even less creative in their naming. Their product is called IBM Watson, which I'm sure you've heard of as well, and their tech is also called IBM Watson. Midjourney, which is an image-generating AI, also uses their own LLM technology. These are all well-recognized B2C products, and as you can see, these AI products are powered by their own in-house AI technology. There are also examples of companies that use AI technology developed by another company to create their AI product. For example, Salesforce developed its own AI tech, which they modestly called Einstein, and used it to power their AI products such as Einstein Copilot, a sales assistant. Tableau, however, they created their AI product using the tech from Salesforce. And this is a popular approach, using AI technology of another company to develop your own AI product. And this is done by both small and large companies. We talked about AI products and how they utilize AI technologies. So what are these AI technologies? The important ones are machine learning models, deep learning models, generative AI, which essentially are LLMs, large language models, and adaptive AI, which creates models that are capable of human-level reasoning and decision-making. These technologies, these models, power numerous AI products. Here are some popular product categories, and please keep in mind that this is a schematic representation. It is not intended to be a full list by any means. Certain important segments, such as driverless cars and medical AI, are omitted here. So we have a predictive analytics group of AI products that deals with processing vast amount of business and consumer data, also known as big data. Then there is AI that deals with language, conversational AI, and text analytics. We're well familiar with conversational AI with chatbots and virtual assistants. And the latest major breakthrough in AI happened in this category with ChatGPT, of course. There is text analytics, which is AI that deals with language, but is more analytical, less conversational in nature, and therefore it can also be positioned in the predictive analytics section sometimes. Then we have AI dealing with images and visual data. For example, image recognition. AI interprets the content of images. It identifies patterns, objects, or features within them. Computer vision deals in the same way with video format. And there are two new interesting emerging fields, a decision-making AI and another new and closely related field, AGI, artificial general intelligence, which, depending on whether you're an optimist or a pessimist, can be viewed as the creation of sentient machines that will drastically improve our lives, or the creation of superior species that will destroy humanity. However, this is still in its infancy stage, and we're still uncertain on how successful it will be. Now that we can distinguish between AI products and AI technologies, we can go back to discussing our main topic, the strategy for successfully creating an AI product. And the first, and perhaps the most important principle of this strategy, is to always start with establishing your business needs. This process is outlined visually here on the slide. You start by defining business requirements, functional requirements, cost and budget limitations, infrastructure demands, customer service needs, and so on. Business requirements determine your product's AI architecture, and your AI architecture determines your choice of AI technologies. Knowing your business needs allows your technical team to create a scalable and robust product architecture, and, for example, to use an iterative approach in implementing the AI architecture if needed. And we will discuss the iterative approach in a later slide. Oftentimes, however, businesses start their digital transformation process from the technology end, which is not efficient. Instead of asking themselves first, what does my business need to succeed? And then, what AI tools and capabilities do I need to achieve that? They first find an exciting new technology, and they ask, how can I add it to my product? For example, I was recently working with a big property management firm, and the task was to use AI to improve customer service for their tenants, making it easier to process maintenance requests. But instead of concentrating on the solution for their initial business needs, the executives started looking into options to use AI for license plate recognition in the parking garage. The excitement of the possibilities of AI distracted them from the initial goal. I've seen this happen many times. Essentially, the problem here is that they see new AI technology and they try to apply the technology to their business. Instead, they should keep the discipline of first looking at their business requirements and then find an AI that is most suitable to these requirements. With this disciplined approach, you have a much better chance of building a quality AI product. There is another element of the business requirements process that involves knowing your data sources and determining your data input and output. AI is about dealing with data, whether it is medical records, customer conversations, performance metrics, financial reports. All this is data that is processed by AI. It therefore makes sense to look at your product from a data processing perspective, which means determining your data sources and understanding what your data input and output will be. Determining your data sources helps you define what your data input and output will be. We can better see this by visualizing AI as a kind of black box. You input data into the AI black box, AI processes it, and then packages the outcome in a format of your choosing. This is your data output. Determining your data sources depend on your business requirements, and the output format is also driven by your business requirements. You can organize the data output in different formats. For example, you have an AI solution that is analyzing traffic data. So you can package the output as an online dashboard which users can access anytime. Or you can package it as an offline printout, a report. Or you can package it as a notification email coming to the mailbox, and so on. So we connect to the data source, the data gets inputted into AI, and it delivers the output in the format of your choosing. And one more thing. Before you start processing data, you need to first gather this data. Often, it might require extra resources. I recently delivered an AI product for a financial institution that needed to enhance their risk management strategy. The task was to analyze different kinds of financial data from different data sources, from press releases to Bloomberg News, earnings call transcripts, and so on. And we needed to create an AI that would be able to generate reports based on these types of data. The main challenge was to create a machine learning model for this. But we quickly ran into a separate challenge related to data gathering. Some of the data we needed was not easily available. It was either hard to obtain or was deemed to be too expensive to acquire. And so we were forced to put in extra time and dedicate extra resources to that data gathering component. So businesses need to be aware that data gathering could be an important part of their product workflow, but it is not in fact part of AI technology. Right, next slide. Now that we have established our business requirements, it is time to implement them. When it comes to implementing a new AI product, most mainstream businesses are likely to experience the following two challenges. First, they don't know enough about AI, which means they have two options. Either they find an AI partner, or they learn about AI and become AI experts. Second, they have budget limitations. Developing their own AI technology often isn't the option that businesses go for, which is why most businesses choose to partner with existing AI companies to piggyback off of their technologies. On this slide, you see a decision tree that outlines your main options. This is a simplified chart aimed at showing your options strategically, from your AI product positioning to choosing an existing third-party AI solution or developing your own AI solution. As you see, most likely you will choose a third-party AI solution. Let's go through the different paths here. You can choose a partner on the product level. In this case, it will be the responsibility of your partner to deal with the AI technology and choose the AI solution. In this option, you delegate all your practical AI decisions to your AI partner. As such, you don't have the option to develop your own in-house AI tech. Even if your partner decides to develop an AI tech rather than use an existing solution, it still won't be your AI, it will be your partner's AI. So from your perspective, you are still using a third-party AI solution regardless. Now, second path, you can choose to be responsible for your AI at the product level, which means you need an in-house AI product team. In this case, owning AI at the product level, you can still choose to partner with AI experts on the technical level. Then, similar to the previous scenario, your technical AI partners will choose an existing third-party AI solution. If you own AI at the product level, your team may choose to have a technical AI team in-house. In this case, your technical team may choose an existing AI solution or may decide to develop your own in-house AI technology. The last scenario is really your only option to develop a proper AI technical solution in-house. As you've seen in the previous slide, most of the times businesses choose integrating with an existing third-party AI solution. It is more cost and time efficient. And this is the case not only for small businesses, but for enterprises as well. This is why choosing an AI partner is the preferred strategy for most businesses. As we discussed earlier, you have the option to choose an AI product partner and an AI technology partner. It is not my goal here today to provide individual recommendations, but let's say that if possible, it is a good idea to have at least some AI knowledge on the product level in-house. In any case, there are a few observations that are important to note when choosing a reliable AI partner, because having the right partner could be the difference between the success or failure of your AI product. Let me start with an example. I was working with a large insurance provider in the United States. You will have all heard the name. So I'm discussing with them problems related to their conversational AI solution. To my surprise, it turns out that they have not one, but two almost identical conversational AI products. Why? Because they have a strategic partnership with Microsoft, as most big companies do. And as part of this partnership, Microsoft provides them with the Microsoft Chatbot Framework solution. But they also have a strategic partnership with IBM. And guess what? IBM provides them with their own Chatbot Framework solution. And interestingly, none of these two solutions worked well for them, which is why they were seeking my help. And it was a messy situation, resulting in two chatbots that didn't work, which their manager tacitly acknowledged. Clearly, they didn't choose their AI partners wisely, which resulted in an inefficient business process and ultimately bad products and bad market exposure. But how do you choose a good partner? There is no one universal answer, and the fact that you need to choose an AI partner without knowing much about AI makes the task harder. The good news is that there is surprisingly a lot you can do based on common sense and without having any AI expertise. For example, let's say you're looking for a conversational AI solution, a chatbot. Well, there are lots of companies on the market offering chatbots, and they all position themselves as the ultimate experts in AI as the best on the market. There are many ways to do your research on them, of course, but one easy and simple way to test these companies is by going on their website and checking if they even have a chatbot on their website. I mean, you gotta do what you preach, right? If they position themselves as these big experts on AI and chatbots, it's only natural to expect them to showcase their capabilities on their own website first. This is an easy test that all of us can do. It might not be a guarantee, but probably 9 times out of 10, it can tell you a lot about a company this way. The point, even without extensive AI knowledge, you still have lots of tools at your disposal to make a smart partner choice. The alternative to going with an AI partner is to develop AI tech in-house. That means establishing your own AI team. The principle of separating between AI as a product and AI as a technical solution tells us to organize the team structure accordingly. Have a separate AI product team and a separate AI technical team. Don't make the mistake of assuming that one person can lead both your AI product and your AI technology effort. I know this one company that they were looking for a director of AI recently, someone to lead their AI product. But they also expected this person to be able to build AI models, to essentially lead the technical aspect of the AI solution. This, however, is a different role, often called AI architect. Not being able to separate these two roles results in diminished efficiency for the business and eventually leads to a lower quality product. The second problem that businesses face is budget limitations. Developing and owning your own AI could be expensive. The main costs associated with an AI product come primarily from building and training the AI model. We can describe the full process in the following 3 steps: building an AI model, training the AI model, maintaining the AI model. In essence, you develop an AI model, then you train the model. This essentially means sending the datasets to the model so that it can learn from this information. And then you get to a state where it self-learns. The first and second parts are where most of the costs come from. They require scientific and programming knowledge, and training often requires a lot of computational power. The training aspect, though, is what makes AI different from traditional software. Traditional software is based on coding. So you code it once, and when the code is launched, it runs consistently in the same way without change. The purpose of AI, however, is not in the programmed code, but rather in the training process. The training happens using certain data sets, and the idea is that when the AI model is trained and launched, it self-learns from the new incoming data and thus self-improves all the time. The cost of training AI are high, but it is still worth it from a business perspective. We will talk about the value of AI training in a further slide. So how does the cost of AI actually impact businesses and their decisions? Let's use ChatGPT as an example. The cost of training ChatGPT is literally in the billions of dollars, and the amount of data it processes is massive. As a result, ChatGPT becomes a B2C product, a one-size-fits-all product for the entire world to use in a unified way. Because you are spending so much money on training the AI, you can't afford to train it many times. So you train it once and deploy the product for consumers to use. and you choose the largest possible target audience, and that's why a B2C use case is a good fit. On the other hand, a B2B use case might not be such a good fit. Let's say you're a B2B company and you're going to use a generative AI model similar to ChatGPT to add new value to your customers. Let's say that today your customer is a company selling cars. And so you need to train your AI model on relevant data dealing with car brands, car prices, mileage, and so on. As we said, training the AI model is expensive, millions of dollars and higher. But tomorrow you land a new customer, and this time it's a company selling shoes. So now all the knowledge about cars that you spend so much money training your AI on is not helpful. Now you need to retrain your AI again to learn about flip-flops, sneakers, sandals, and so on. So this is not really a viable business model to train such expensive model many times. What I want you to conclude from this example is that you make decisions about your AI strategy based on what kind of business you are. For example, if you're a B2B company, then a conversational AI product might not be a smart choice because of the high cost of training. On the other hand, if you're a B2C company and you already know that there is an existing third-party B2C AI solution like ChatGPT, a solution you can use, then that can be a smart path forward. In general, there are methods and techniques to address the issue of AI training costs. And that's probably one of the main reasons why mainstream businesses often opt to work with an AI partner. A good AI partner is able to devise a good working solution for your business that accommodates your business requirements and your budget limitations. But if AI is so expensive, why do businesses still want it? The main advantage of AI-based products over traditional software is its ability to self-learn and self-improve based on trained data. While the AI gets better, the cost of maintaining it decreases or remains low. This means that your ROI increases continuously. In addition to that, AI training offers value to your business in the following ways. It allows you to improve the quality of business workflows by training AI on data that is relevant to your business or owned by your business. Traditionally, we used to train AI on generic data sets, but nowadays our ability to train AI has expanded significantly to the point that each business can now train AI on their own data. Now, this sounds like another boring statement, but I cannot overemphasize how important this is. Think about it this way. Let's take ChatGPT again, because it's a good example. It is trained on a huge body of data that is publicly available. But let's say you're a business selling shoes. The prices of your shoes, their sizes, color, availability in the store, all this data belongs to your business. It is not publicly available, and ChatGPT, for all its might, does not know it. So there is little value for your shoe business from such ChatGPT. What I'm saying here is that now we can train AI tools like ChatGPT on the data that belongs to your business. We can train AI to know your shoe prices, sizes, color, and so on. Imagine how much value such training brings to your business. Another important value here on the slide, by training your AI and using it indefinitely afterwards, you can scale customer service and user engagement. And thirdly, AI training enhances your ability to make business decisions. The AI can observe and self-learn your decision-making process and apply this pattern independently and efficiently. Right. Adoption. So we talked about the strategic approach to AI product building, about the problems businesses face when adopting AI, and we talked about the value AI brings. Lastly, some practical insights for businesses starting off on their digital transformation path. The first suggestion is to start adopting AI early. Nowadays, many businesses understand that AI has a strategic value, but often they don't see it as an immediate need, so they keep pushing it off. I have many stories of businesses delaying their AI adoption, either because it's not a priority, it's too expensive, they're not sure how to approach it, and so on. But while their business is not prioritizing the AI adoption, some other businesses are actually doing it, getting ahead of their competitors and disrupting the market. And often these businesses that wait, they find themselves in a situation where they need an AI solution quickly because their competitors already have it, or sometimes because their customers demand it. And usually when you do it quickly, it is not efficient and is of low quality. And the opposite is true. I have examples of businesses that adopted AI early and are successfully growing. Be aware that creating good AI takes time. The complexity and scale of development could be massive. The components are highly complex and could require some extensive research, experimentation, and fine-tuning. That's why we keep saying that AI adoption is a strategy. It is not a one-time activity, and it requires long-term planning and effort. And it is therefore okay to start small. You'd be surprised at how much you can accomplish with AI on a limited budget. There are ways to cut corners and use shortcuts. For example, one useful approach is to develop your AI product incrementally using an iterative step-by-step approach. By adopting an incremental, iterative approach, a business can mitigate the high cost of AI, which allows it to enter the market earlier and become more competitive. So remember when we spoke about the interpretation of our AI product as a black box receiving data input and churning out data output? I want to use this interpretation to give an example of how you can iterate while developing your AI product. You choose a small data set as an initial input. This makes it less expensive. You use a small data set here called data input A and train AI on it, and this becomes the first version of the product. Maybe initially it won't do everything that you want it to, but it will implement part of the full product functionality. Then you add another data set, data input B, and it becomes a more advanced version of the product. Then you add data input C, and so on. We went through a lot of information today, so if I were to highlight one thing for you to take away from today's presentation, it is that adopting AI enables long-term business sustainability. There are several ways that AI achieves this. Enhanced decision-making and efficiency. AI can process and analyze large amount of data at unprecedented rates, allowing your business to make much more informed and accurate decisions. Scalability. By automating repetitive tasks and processes, AI allows your business to operate more efficiently and aids in the streamlining of operations to meet demands effectively. Personalized customer service and user experience on a scale. This is what we sometimes call front office business workflows. AI enables businesses to understand their customers better. This allows businesses to create personalized and tailored products, services, and experiences for each individual customer preference. These personalized solutions enhance customer satisfaction, leading to increased loyalty and customer lifetime value. Better data management and better risk management. This is relevant to your back office. AI improves data management by automating routine tasks like data categorization, data cleaning, data organization, saving time, and reducing human error. AI helps extract valuable insight from large volumes of data, enhancing decision-making and strategic planning. In short, AI is the future, and there is no running away from it. And I hope you can use today's talking points to help you on your path to the success of your business. And with that, we conclude our webinar. And if you have any questions, my contact details are found on the slide. Please
All right.
feel free. Yeah.
No, sorry, go ahead.
No, I just want to say that feel free to reach out for any questions and comments.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. So thank you for that very informative presentation. Now we're open for questions. If you have any question right now, please feel free to type in your question in the Q&A tab or on the chat box. Go ahead. And while we are waiting for the questions, I just want to have a few reminders. If anyone in the group is not yet a member of International Trade Council, we're offering free membership as part of you guys attending the event today. Just send me an email and we can help you with the membership application. Also, this webinar is recorded. If you would like to replay, you can do so on this platform, or you can also visit our YouTube channel. We will upload this webinar. And lastly, we will be sending a certificate of participation in the next 7 days. So if just wait for the email of my colleague, and you will get your certificate. So we're open for questions. Anyone who would like to ask questions, please feel free to do so. All right, there's one question here. I'll show it on the stage.
How would you compare open source LLM versus commercial LLMs for privacy matters? Well, well, it depends what you mean by privacy matters. So in terms of functionality, I would probably rely more on commercial LLMs. With regard to privacy in general, your bet is probably with open source, simply because they're not forced to essentially, they don't have the business pressure to commercialize your data. And we know that sometimes it can be a big problem. We all know what's happening with Facebook and other examples. So technically, commercial LLMs are probably in general are probably a little bit better from the privacy. And again, I'm talking only on a general level. From the privacy level, I think the open source LLMs, they are probably a little bit more reliable. Right, I'm looking for, so this is a very specific technical question, and just maybe reach out to me after the so that after this presentation, because this is something specific to your to your business, Alejandro, and it's probably better to discuss offline.
All right, thank you. All right. So yes, Sasha, can we share the presentation?
Yes, of course.
Yes, definitely. We will be sending a presentation. I just want to address this. Someone sent me a chat. So if you are interested to join ITC, I'll be typing in my email address here, so you can email me directly. Please just copy my email address. Any other question?
So there is a question: how would you say the new AI Act will affect business scenarios? So which AI Act are you referring to? The European Act here? Well, as I assume you are. So it's a positive step forward. There are several issues. Obviously, there are many topics, and within these topics, there are many different issues with regards to AI. So obviously, AI related to privacy, AI with regards to different moral issues, and so on and so forth. So the need for regulation is clear. Now, we all don't know what to expect from AI in the next 5 and 10 years. And so we actually kind of moving in the dark here, both the developers and the lawyers and the governments who are trying to regulate that. But clearly there are problems, and clearly it's going to take several years and several attempts to come up to the best type of solution with regards to how to regulate that. So obviously, we have issues with AI falling into wrong hands, for example, and so on and so forth. So whatever the regulations we have in place, that's going to help. Most likely, it will not solve all the problems, but once again, so there will be several trials, several attempts, and hopefully, eventually, over the course of next 5 to 15 years, we'll come to some kind of reasonable system that will allow the humanity to move forward and adapt AI in a convenient way.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Uh, so yeah, so there's somebody. So that was the European Act, and so it is very positive. However, AI expert can help legislate in a more comprehensive manner. Yes, I absolutely agree with that. So it's an effort. It's a joint effort. So there has to be governments. There has to be different types of organizations, technologists, business people. So all of these groups, they have slightly different interests and slightly different goals, and that's a good thing. And so you're absolutely spot on. It should be a joint effort, and the comprehensive joint and comprehensive effort.
All right, thank you. I don't see any other follow-up and other questions here. I'll give you time if you have other things to discuss. Please feel free to do so if you have would like to add more about your presentation before we end the webinar. Sasha?
Yes.
Yes. I don't see any other questions. So if you would like to add more or anything you would like to say before we end the webinar.
Well, like I said at the end, if you have any questions specific to your business, like this one about the specific LLM models, feel free. So there's an email here, and also feel free to connect on LinkedIn, and we'll discuss.
All right, perfect. Um, oh, what? There's another question here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's actually what we were going to discuss with Ron. So. So how can NMOs help members of the International Trade Council? So in addition to providing expertise with regards to your digital transformation or different types of AI solutions, we actually providing some three solutions for communities. So essentially, we're working on contributing to kind of helping with AI and finding different ways to add AI and contribute to different international communities worldwide. So I hope we can have a conversation with the International Trade Council about that.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
that's two ways. So we can actually help businesses with their digital transformation, and we hope to help communities by essentially offering three versions of AI solutions.
And just to add about that, um, This webinar is also a great help to the members of International Trade Council to give updates, to share knowledge and expertise. So that's actually one of the great benefit of International Trade Council to NMOODs, to sharing their expertise to our members by doing an educational webinar. Aside from that, I'm not sure if anyone is aware, International Trade Council just currently formed different business council, and we have one business council which is artificial intelligence. So if anyone would like to be part of AI Business Council, just please feel free to reach out to us. There's another question here.
Yeah. So what would you say is the impact of the developing countries? So unfortunately, I don't really have much. I don't have many optimistic things to say. So AI primarily is concentrated in a couple of places in the world, and I don't want to start mentioning them, but we're probably aware of most of them. So there is certainly a lot more can be done to make sure that this type of technology, this new technology, is distributed more evenly across the world. That's not so. There are objective problems here, right? So you need to have in-depth technical knowledge, and to have that, so you need to have solid educational institutions and schools of thought, and so that takes time to develop. But there is certainly much more can be done in facilitating this process. And actually, going back to the previous question about how NMODs can help in the International Trade Council, so our knowledge of this process we can actually contribute with our knowledge and our capabilities in essentially directing or helping to organize this process of bringing these technologies and capabilities into the developing countries and helping them to take off and play a more active role internationally.
Very well, thank you so much. Any other questions? So again, if you have any, if you would like to reach out to the speaker, you have his contact information here. You have the email address and LinkedIn. So please feel free to do so. If you have any other clarification that is more technical and you would like to talk to him one on one, please feel free to contact him directly. And anything concerning about International Trade Council and ITC Business Council, you have my email address here. Please feel free to email me, and we'll definitely help you. So I think there is no more question here. Sasha, do you have anything to say before we end, or we're all good?
I think we're good.
Okay, perfect. Um, on behalf of International Trade Council, I would like to thank you, our speaker today, for sharing his knowledge and expertise to everyone. And of course, thank you to all the attendees for attending the educational session today. We hope seeing another session with Sasha in the future, and I hope seeing everyone in the future events as well of International Trade Council. Again, thank you, and you all guys have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Bye.